Brian Pollard, local artist from Manor, involved in the project of painting the elephant. I've done work for St Luke's before, I think Christmas cards and various things, and I was kindly invited to put in a design and participate. I worked as a general practitioner for quite a long time in the Prince Rock area of Plymouth, and also worked in the psychiatric department. So yes, I have the medical background. I came down here from Birmingham in '77 and have been living down here ever since. I've been to St Luke's several times, whether it's be for events there or to see patients on occasion. So yes, I know it quite well. When you're so used to painting on a flat surface, there's a real challenge of looking at something that's curved, and that was quite a problem. The other problem is that some areas that are very difficult to get to. You have to break the ends off the brushes just to get the brushes underneath. So it's the curved surface and the awkward situation. And then getting the design to fit. When you come to the legs area of Elmer, you have to exaggerate the false perspective to make it look right for the eye. So that was a little bit tricky. But it all came together quite quickly. The other problem is that because I'm using acrylic paints, some of the colours are quite thin. And the yellow, for instance, on these flowers, all the yellows had 9 coats of paint. The blues have probably had 4 or 5 coats. So that's time consuming. I guess I was working at it over a period of about 8 weeks, working 5 days a week, say probably 9 till 5 or something like that. So it took quite a time, and then there's checking and sort of finishing it off while you might have made a little error and going around and make sure there's no bobs of paints that are on the wrong place. So there's all that kind of things. But it was great fun, I have to say. Apart from the effect on my back and my knees, it was really enjoyable. I think it's a great project. I think it's a great challenge, and it would be very interesting for anybody, especially if they're not used to transferring from 2D to 3D. The advice I would give them is work out some system by which you can get underneath to the legs without having to lie down all the time. You might need, I've heard that some people have actually turned the elephant upside down and painted it to start with. And that might be an idea, sort of starting, don't paint anything on the top, turn it on its side and start the design from the bottom. And that will save your back and knees a lot of suffering. The thought did come into my mind of going to a local garage and put it in an inspection pit, but I suppose it'd get a bit oily, so I didn't bother with that one.